What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today we got another episode of the Oregon State Beavers dynasty, and we're going to be taking on Colorado State today, who is 6-3. So without further ado, guys, let's just get right into it. All right, I'm gonna go all whites, I think, in this game. Colorado State's going there normal. So let's get into this, guys. Let's get into it. I hope you guys are ready. Gonna look to go 10-0 on the season. So let's just hop up into this. Got this water bottle at, it's not like ideal in color, it's not ideal colors, but like I got this water bottle at the dollar store for $1.25. So I was like, oh hell yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get right up into this. Colorado State was a team that I did consider using for my dynasty this year. Let's get into this, guys. We are getting into this. College football week 1 has finally wrapped up by the time that this video is live. I know it won't. It's not when I'm recording it. We still got the UNC TCU game that still needs to be played. But right now, pretty much all of the games are wrapped up. It's just the two unranked teams, but it's Bill Belichick's college debut. So it'll be fun to see how that game goes tonight when I'm recording this, mind you. When it's live, it'll be the day after. And it looks like the Rams, looks like they have a new quarterback. Braden Fowler-Nicolosi is not there. Yeah, they do. It is Larry Garfield as their quarterback. It doesn't even look like Fowler-Nicolosi is on the roster anymore, which is interesting to me. Unless he's injured. Let's check the injury report. He's not even on he's not even on the roster anymore. So Braden Fowler-Nicolosi has transferred. Interesting. He's going deep. We're going to break it up. They try to go deep early on. We break it up. As you guys can also see, we are ranked 12th in the country now. So we are hot right now. We are in the playoffs, looking to maybe be the group of 5 representative. They're going to get that one in there. Colorado State is 6-3. So this will be a big win for Colorado State. I think as long as we don't lose out, we should be in a really good position to make the Pac-12 championship game. And that's going to be a big hit. Larry Garfield, another completion of that tight end. We should have a good possibility as long as we don't lose out. Even if we drop one of these games, we could still make the Pac-12 championship. So, but the main thing would be let's win out. Let's go 12-0 in the regular season. Make the Pac-12 championship game. Win the Pac-12 back-to-back years. They try to go back shoulder. We break it up. Garfield's really trying to move them up and down the field fairly quickly, but we're not allowing that to happen. And now they're going to be facing 3rd and 10. Garfield's going to get the snap. We're going to bring some pressure, and they're going to complete it. We're not going to get them off the field, and that is going to go for a touchdown. A couple broken tackles by the wide receiver, and Colorado State's up 7-0. All right. So there is the boot up and in. It'll be another week of double uploads throughout the week as well. Oh my God, my face cam is just freaking out right now. Every time my computer updates, it like something gets messed up. God, stop opening things, please. I am so sorry about my face cam just being all sorts of laggy and everything. I hope everything else is fine. But let's not worry too much about that. Let's get out here. Let's get on offense. And Reddick's going to make the catch, just fall down. A pickup of 9. Here is Salahuddin Allah. He's going to break it up the middle. I'll pick up some yardage. And we're going to find Durant. Just going to keep it moving, you know. We're just going to keep it moving. Semi-charm kind of life, baby, baby. And Haney, he's just going to take it, squirt up the middle, and we're going to pick up a first down, pick up a 17 from Hoss Haney. That's going to be Reichel powering forward. Jake Reichel powers, picks up 9 yards. And the big fella is rumbling now. And we're going to hit Reichel on the Texas route. That'll be a pickup, and that'll lead to a first down. So you guys can see Hoss Haney 300 yards last week. And Reichel just gets a pancake block up front. Lob pass up there. Durant touchdown. And the Beavers will answer. Malachi Durant, 467 yards on the year, 4 touchdowns. Done a good job about spreading the ball around because, like I've said before, we don't have your typical number 1 alpha receiver on this team. So we need to do anything we can to kind of keep the pass game going. And that means spreading the ball around, getting the ball to different receivers, and making things happen. All right, now Colorado State back with the ball. Second possession here of the first quarter. We're going to try to go for the big hit, but allow them to pick up about 4 yards. Surprisingly, I always view Colorado State as being like, hey, maybe they're more of a rush offense. No, they're actually seem to pass the ball a lot more than they run the ball. At least every time I've played them. It'll be a pickup of 2 for the running back. Tyler Ball is their running back. And that was a big hit. Oh my God, this wide receiver is getting shifty. Another broken tackle. Who is this receiver? Alani Wall is just an absolute demon. Getting shifty, shaking people. Like, what is this guy? What is this guy on? That's going to be another first down. So they are moving the ball. I mean, we surprisingly can't stop their pass game right now. That's going to be a run play. If we wrap that up, they're going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. All right, come on. We need to get a stop here, man. Another screen pass. That doesn't go anywhere. Through the watermelon crawl. I watched that Miami Notre Dame game. Collins laying the big hit, and it can't be picked off by Goodwin, but it will be a stop. Thank God, man. Their passing game has been just killing us. He's going to drill it. It'll be 10-7. Hoss Haney had a very good drive the last time. They're getting loud. I would be too with the number 12 team in the country coming in. Do the watermelon crawl. And that's going to be a big contested catch. Taz Reddix makes the grab. And there is the Ram dancing. Excuse me. Both teams so far have been pretty even. Reichel powering up the middle. And Jake Reichel will pick up the first down. Right now, we're slated to be the 10th seed in the playoffs to face Oregon. We've already beat Oregon once this year. If we play that game out of 10, how many do you think we win? I think we maybe I think we maybe lose more than what we win, because that is a very good Oregon team. And we're just going to find Wells on the drag route, and that'll just be a first down. Easy pickup. We're just going to keep it moving. David Wells, 1 catch for 22 yards. And Reichel, power forward, pick up 4. Not bad running. Would have been nice if he just would have like reached out and grabbed that, made the catch. Underneath Durant, he'll pick up 5. That's like short. We could probably kick the field goal right here. Get the easy field goal, tie it up, but nah. Reichel, power forward, picks up 10. Jake Reichel, big run in there. And Wells is going to find him battling forward, but there's a flag. It's going to be a hold, it looks like. It's going to be a catch by Bowers, and Bowers running hard, and he's just going to say, you know what? I got you, coach. 25-yard pickup. Jackson Bowers with the big catch. I just know that we jumped. You know what? That's actually not that bad. Give us a little bit more room to work with. That's going to knock us back to the 6. I'd honestly rather have that. Just gives us a little bit more room to work with. Kind of allows me to get some spread out formations if this is what I want to go with. And Haney rolling. He's going to scramble. Touchdown. Hoss Haney rushing touchdown. And that is a big run. We needed that from Hoss Haney. We're going to take the 14-10 lead. Nice little lead right there. You guys watch college football this weekend? Let me know down in the comments. Who do you think was the biggest shocking win of the first week? I mean, I know obviously Tennessee State lost. Middle Tennessee State lost to Austin Peay. Army lost to Tarleton State. Shout out Darius Cooper, made the Eagles' final 53-man roster. Shout out Darius Cooper from Tarleton State. Dude balled out in the preseason. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do come the regular season. Obviously, I'm an Ohio State fan, so I was super hyped. Honestly, I know the offense didn't look great for Ohio State, but you got to remember that was Julian Saint's first career start. And being against Texas, coming off of the last game that we played was a national championship. Oh my God, I overshot him. He's going deep ball, and he's going to drop it. Good defense by our corner. So, I mean, yeah, I think Sayin looked good. That 40-yard touchdown pass to Carnell Tate was amazing. Great catch by Carnell. Jeremiah Smith looked a little rough. I will admit that. But, I mean, again, new quarterback. could just be the next year. Everyone's going to kind of know what to do. Texas did a really good job at stopping him in the Cotton Bowl last year as well. So they probably kept a lot of the same game plan. That's almost intercepted. Davian Kerr. I'm going to hand this one off. Legend, Diawara, the legend himself. I mean, honestly, I don't think Arch Manning necessarily looked bad. I think Ohio State's defense just played probably one of the best games we're going to see from them all season. And, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing because that's probably going to be one of the best teams we're going to play all season as well. So, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say it was Arch Manning looking bad. I think it was more or less the fact of Ohio State's defense played probably one of their best games all year. So I know things are going to come out and, you know, everybody will get more and more comfortable in the system as things go. Also have to remember we had a new play caller this year compared to last year. We had a new on both offense and defense. Like, you know, there was a lot of turnover. A lot of new faces, a lot of new starters as well. Big hit by the safety as he went to go and scramble. So, I mean, there was a lot kind of new. And, you know, honestly, we got the win. That's all that matters. I'm not someone that cares about stats. You give me a win, I'm happy. I don't care about stats. Stats don't win you national championships. I could care less if my quarterback throws for 100 yards and we win the game, or if, you know, my quarterback throws for 400 and we lose. I'd rather have my quarterback throw for 100 and win the game than throw for 400 and lose. Slade Schneider coming right through. This freshman has made a huge impact for the Beavers this offseason coming into this year. Honestly, I was rooting against Alabama just because, you know, nice to see some turnover. Florida State looked impressive, man. They looked impressive. Florida State could be a problem this year. Going to have a big bounce back year under Mike Norvell. I think they could be really good. LSU beating Clemson. I mean, I really think that was a 50-50 game to begin with, so that game could have went either way. LSU, though, getting their first win under intercepted by Vardawale. You know, that's the first week 1 win under Brian Kelly in LSU history. So good on them. And plus it was in Death Valley against Clemson. The pressure just got into me. I was trying to get it to the running back. We had good protection. Just after a while, you start. It breaks down. Oh, we're gonna roll out. Haney can't get anywhere. Hoss Haney, he's getting a little slippery. He's going to get up to the 38 of Colorado State. 44 yards for Hoss Haney on the game. Had to kind of break that out. Haney, he's going to escape, pick up 7. Oh my God. Hoss, what are you doing, guy? We're just going to run this right up the middle. Reichel pick up the first down. Call timeout right there. They're going to be playing deep coverage at this point, so we might as well take advantage of this and just run the ball. Oh, no, now they're actually going to play a normal coverage. Okay, that's fine. It's going to be a catch by Taz Reddix. We're going to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quickly. And Reichel just powering up the middle. Also, I hope everyone who is watching this video will be out after Labor Day. I'm actually recording it on Labor Day, so hope you all enjoyed your Labor Day kind of day off. And Wells makes the catch. Touchdown. We're going to take a 21-10 lead going into half. Hoss Haney is having a Heisman game. Let's just say that. Hoss Haney is having himself a Heisman game. 119 yards passing, 51 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns. And Haas is like, I'm making sure we win this game. I don't think we're going to be on the Heisman watch list with Haney, but we'll check after this game. And Garfield's going to... Also, I do have some good news for anyone who has been kind of following since, if you know my whole job search struggle and everything. We're getting close. I have a date set to take my exam, so that is good. If you guys don't know, I am a licensed insurance agent in the state of Pennsylvania, currently licensed in life and health insurance, but currently getting my property and casualty license as well. I do have a date set to take it. I'm taking it the 19th. And then also, I have my 3rd interview with a company, with a State Farm branch, on Thursday, on opening day of the NFL season. So, hopefully you guys will know how that goes. Obviously, I will be putting something out on my community tab. Obviously, this is not, this isn't, I don't hide, if anyone knows what I do with this is YouTube and Twitch have always kind of been like a passion thing for me. Like, I've never done them as a full job because I never made a lot of money. I've also never been overly consistent with them. So it's hard for me to make consistent money. I started Twitch during COVID with the lockdown, and I started YouTube a couple years prior to that. But I've just never done things consistently enough to be like, yeah, I can make money off of this. So this is kind of just like a passion thing for me. I love playing sports video games. Might as well say, like, you know what? If I like playing sports video games, why don't I just make videos about them? Me playing. Not the greatest player whatsoever. I will 100% admit that. I had Bowers open. Haney is just running all over this Colorado State defense right now. 76 yards rushing for Haas Haney in this game. Allah's basically down for the count for the rest of the year. He's getting like 1 snap a game at this point. Didn't even have time to get it off, man. They had instant pressure. I do plan on getting back to streaming these episodes. Could be this Saturday that I might decide to get back to. And Reichel won't pick it up. Jake Reichel cannot get it. I scared these words they will not hear. Oh, man. Big hit right there by the corner. And we're on our way to be 10-0. We have a quarterback who, has been playing just phenomenal this season. And, they run through the D tackle but have nowhere else to go. Harlem Howard coming up and playing rush defense. Good job by Howard. There we go. 3rd and 4. Sending the running back in motion. Ball is going out. Will be covered by a corner. He's just wide open over there. We get to him. That's Landon Bell. Oh, my God. I thought I hit that at the perfect time. I thought I hit it at the perfect time to sack him. Let's see. What else we got kind of going on in life while we're doing this? I don't remember if I mentioned this last week. I might have. I'm down. So I've been working to lose some weight. Just because if you guys don't know, I've been married. Been married for 3 years. Been with my wife for 10 at this point. It was 10 last week. So big shout out. My wife put up with my bullshit for the past 10 years. I'm happy to have her. She's my she's my everything, and honestly, I wouldn't be nearly the person that I am today without her. I say that all the time. You know, she is legitimately I will still say she is a big reason about why I'm still here. You know, I'm not against talking about my past struggles. You know, I've had problems with my mental health in the past, anxiety, depression, all of that. And I was in a, you know, very dark place my freshman year of college, when we first met. Um, and we weren't dating. You know, we tried. We realized that, like, hey, we were both young. We were both 18. Just really weren't, either one of us weren't ready for a committed relationship quite yet. So we kind of did our own thing our freshman year. Enjoyed freshman year. Did all of that. Constantly stayed in contact. You know, she lived in the same dorm as me. I texted her literally, like, me and her would text back and forth all day. Um, but she's a big reason why I'm still here. And you know, the things that she's done for me personally have been, you know, just um you know, I can't put in words what she's done because it's so deep. And you know, she helped me out of the dark place that I was in at one point. You know, I was extremely depressed, freshman year of college. Just, you know, that's how it works sometimes. Haney's gonna stop. He's gonna pull it. Bauer, he tries to go deep to Bowers, and nothing will get there. But no, me and my wife are we're trying. We want to start trying for a kid once I get back to work. Um, Damn, I just did not have time. You know, we want to start trying for a kid. You know, we're both almost 30 at this point, so we want to start trying. God damn, can I get some fucking blocking? Holy shit. Um, and I want to try to drop some weight before the kid gets here. You know, we obviously are trying to buy a house as well. Um, you know, we would like to be in the process of getting a house by the time we really start trying for a kid. Her union contract. So she's in a school. She's a guidance counselor. Um, Pennsylvania doesn't have. If you guys don't know, I'm from Pennsylvania. You know, Pennsylvania was one of the few one of the few states that doesn't have paid paternity leave, and I'm going to say paternity because it goes both ways. A lot of places, like, it's not mandated, and there was not there wasn't anything in the school district's contract. Well, their contract was going to, lapse today, but they got a new contract, and the school district of Philadelphia has actually become the first school district in the state of Pennsylvania to have paid maternity, paternity, parental leave mandated via a union contract, which is absolutely huge. And, both me and her kind of started trying to drop some weight. You know, we're both bigger people, and I will never knock anyone for being bigger, because at the end of the day, you can be bigger and still be healthy. I don't give a shit what people on the fucking internet say. You can be. Yes, there might be some problems. But there is you know, weight doesn't always equal health. I will say this: I'm as healthy as a fucking horse. I'm like an ox. But I'm also a former athlete. My wife is also a former athlete. She was a swimmer. I was a football, baseball. I played football and baseball. If we can get a stop here, this would be massive. Gang tackle. Bam! Let's go. They're going to kick the field goal. This is from a really short distance, so, this is an interesting thing. Yeah, think about it. You might want to go for this. See, I'm down 15 pounds. My wife works long, extensive hours working in a school. Obviously, she leaves at 6 in the morning and doesn't get home until 4. So it can be extremely difficult for her to try to get to the gym. So she wants to try to, go on some GLP-1s, drop some weight. I'm not doing the GLP-1s because I know that I have a lot of muscle built up and I don't want to lose my muscle definition. I don't want to lose. I had to fucking get rid of it, dude. I'm not getting any blocking. My fucking offensive line, for once, is not getting beaten up by injuries, but goddamn, we cannot fucking block. Get a goddamn hat on a hat, for the love of God. You know what? Fuck it. Haney's going to take off, pick up the first down. 19 yards for Hoss. But no, you know, we're hoping within... Goddamn, dude, just another one. They fucking called it a delayed blitz. A delayed blitz on a run, bro. Come on. They are putting me through hell right now. Rifle picking up about 5. But no, we're hoping within the next year to, you know, at least start trying and getting to the point where it's like, hey, you know, we got a new house. I can't even fucking... I can't go for this, because if I don't, they're going to get... Fuck it. You know what? I'm going to get aggressive. We're going to get aggressive. This could be a ballsy play. This could be a momentum shifting kind of play. Durant's going to pick it up. Let's go. Keep this bitch moving. Fucking annoying the shit out of me, dude. I swear to God. This Colorado, these teams don't want to just die right now. Fucking DOR is just not fast whatsoever, man. He's not quick. We can't do anything long developing with him. Like, it needs to be an inside handoff. And even then, our fucking offensive line is just getting blown off the ball right now. If I got to, we scramble for this. No, we don't need to. We got Terry. I'm going to pick up 4. Do the same thing, man. We're going to fucking go for it again. It's from the tabletop. Boom, Durant right there. That is huge. That is huge, man. I mean, that was almost like a throw behind him, which could have sucked, but... Oh my God, he just underthrew it. Oh. We're working on Haney's throw power this offseason, man. He underthrew that. It was an easy go route. It's just, oh my God, he had him beat. And it's frustrating because it's like, oh my God, Taz Reddix can't hold on to it either. Jesus fuck. It's like in the Saints franchise, man, with Spencer. Gonna have enough. Pick it up. There we go. Slide down. Hoss is over 100 yards rushing today. We like to see that. Where's that apart? I moved the chew clock because... And Diawara just right up the middle. Pick up a 15. Hell yeah, legend. You're a legend, my friend. You're a legendy. Those Cowboys from hell? Hell yeah. We turned this into a low possession game here in the second half. Not necessarily what I expected to do. I'm going to try to go QB zone here. Just... And Hoss Haney, 4 touchdowns for Haney. Roughly 200 yards passing, 110 rushing, 2 passing, 2 rushing, a 17-play, 92-yard drive that took 8 minutes and 25 seconds. That's how you put a game away and seal your 10th victory of the season. Let's go. Tennessee upset LSU. Let's start going no huddle at this point. Good catch. They're going to be the most annoying thing at this point. It's going to put us to a 2-minute warning, so we're going to get the timeout. All right. I'm going to go by it. Not going to overcomplicate this. I just want my best corners lined up on their best receivers right now. Oh, and Noble couldn't come down with it. It is 3rd and 7. Noble Thomas had what could have been the game-sealing interception right there. Again, it knocks off of Noble Thomas's hands. Noble and Harlem Howard were there to make the play, and neither one of them could come down with it. Oh my God, dude, this guy does not go down. That was a corner blitz. We got to him. And we're killing them rushing yards wise. We have 200 yards rushing so far. That's what we like to see. Good pass breakup. There we go. I mean, they keep trying to stretch the field, and we're not letting them. We're saying no. Come on. Intercepted Harlem Howard, and that is going to do it. Howard down the sideline, jukes back in, will get us to the 47, and Harlem Howard will put the nail in the coffin for Colorado State, and that most likely crushes their chances of making it to the Pac-12 title game. It probably seals ours to make the Pac-12 title game, and it crushes theirs. And Diawara, oh my God, Jackson Bowers, you got to be fucking kidding me, brother. You can't be getting injured and giving them a clock stoppage. You can't be doing that. Oh, it doesn't matter because Wells is going to make the catch. 1st down. We're going to kneel it out. Hoss Haney, a Heisman-esque game, 272 total yards, 4 touchdowns, willing this team to a 10-0 start and coming up with most likely sealing our spot in the conference title game and possibly a top 10 ranking. And let's check this out because I don't think, well, actually, we're going to advance the week. We're going to see where we jump up to, see if we get any recruits, which would be awesome. Halfback Kevin Turpin will commit. Tight end Chad Tuttle is coming. All right, we're still 2nd on Bull. It looks like we're number 7 in the country. And we're in a recruiting battle with California for Gabe Falk. Hoss Haney, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Week. And we are going up against Boise State. I think we might have all but sealed it as long as we don't lose out. Let's take a look at the Heisman Watch, though. What are we looking like? Hoss isn't up here. I get it. It's probably because his numbers aren't gaudy enough. He's just doing what he needs to do to win. I mean, like, let's look at Hoss Haney's numbers this year. I mean, he's having a terrific season. I mean, I cannot complain. 2,654 yards, 24 touchdowns, 4 picks, 62% completion percentage. Rushing, Haney has 402 yards and 4 touchdowns. Possibly is going to hit 500 yards rushing this year and maybe 6 or 7 rushing touchdowns, probably about 30 total passing touchdowns. He'll be probably right around 3,000 passing yards. I mean, 3,500 total yards, I will take that from a quarterback. A quarterback that came in as a transfer. So Turpin is here. Tuttle is here. The big bull is coming this week. And Gabe Falk has a visit to Cal this week. All right. So we obviously see where we're looking. Let's see who we have with the visit scheduled. So Bull is coming this week. Monty Moffitt is coming this week against Boise State. And Falk has already came. At this point, we're just going here and we're just hard selling a lot of these guys because we're at the point where we can maybe get it. John Cheeseman didn't commit when he visited last week to Buffalo, which means we most likely have them. We are in a recruiting battle for Tashawn Helton right now. Glenn England, we're in a big lead. We're in a big lead for Alex Suarez. I don't have any more visit weeks available because I think we go on the road our last week. Let's exit out of this. Let's see what we're looking like standings-wise. Because if Washington State has another loss, Washington State's not even in it. We have officially clinched a spot in the Pac-12 title game. So even if we lose out, because we have the tiebreaker over Texas State, if Washington loses one more game, wow, they have a negative point differential. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, this conference just is not strong. So we'll have to see what happens. But, I mean, we're arguably the best team. Us and Boise State are tied. We're going to end up playing Boise State 2 times in 3 games. At this point, let's go and look at team schedule. Because obviously we know we got Boise State this upcoming week, who is 7-3. We finished the year on the road against Washington State. So we're going to be finishing up and getting through the Pac-12 title game by the end of this week. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, make sure you follow the Twitch channel down below. I promise I'm going to get back to streaming these at some point. But yeah, I'm going to catch you on the next one. See ya.